Hello, precious pies. I'm so sorry that I'm not here today. I am in Florida with Miss Perugini and we are doing IB training. But today what we're going to be working on is creating cross sections parallel and perpendicular to a shape. So what I'm going to do before anything is we're going to talk about the meaning of parallel and perpendicular. So I'm going to write up here. Parallel, and I hope I spell it right, guys, because I'm a bad speller, but parallel means that if I have a line, that there is another line that is going, and these two lines are never going to touch, meaning that they go on forever and ever and ever and they don't touch. And they can do these in both directions. So when they tell you to cut parallel to the base, let's say that this is the base, they're saying that they want you to cut on top of the base, okay? We'll see more of this when we actually put it into practice. When they say perpendicular, let me write it, it's a long word. Oh my gosh, it is such a long word. When they say perpendicular, they mean something that makes a 90-degree angle, right? So they cross. In the case of a base, this would be if we had a base this way, we would want to make cross sections like this. Okay, let's get right into this now. So for problems 5 and 6, we are going to use the picture of this hotel that has a pentagon base, but then it has square, it's like a pentagonal pyramid, right? So describe how the roof can be sliced to make cross sections in the shape of a pentagon. So if we want to make, shapes that are the same as the base, are we going to cut them parallel or perpendicular? Well, let's look. If I'm cutting this parallel, that means that I'm going to continue to get smaller. Sorry, my drawings are not going to be good, guys. Smaller and smaller pentagons as I go up, right? And we can see that because when we cut it, if we took that top off like a little cookie jar, would the top be triangular or would it be guys, I don't know why, a pentagon? It would be a pentagon, right? So if we're going to cut the roof to want to get pentagons, we would have to cut it parallel to the base. So we'll put parallel to base. Okay, now they're going to ask us, if we want this to give us a triangular base, how are we going to cut it? Are we going to continue to cut parallel? Or are we going to cut perpendicular? If you said perpendicular, you're right, because when we cut perpendicular, we're cutting against the base and kind of like where the walls are. And in this case, the walls, which are like the walls of our roof, are what shape? A triangle, right? Sorry, my triangle is bad, but... Oh my god, guys, I forgot half the word perpendicular. Let's pretend. There we go, perpendicular. My bad, guys. Okay, the diameter of a sphere is 8 inches. What are the circumference and area of the cross-section formed by a plane sliding through the sphere's center? Round to the nearest hundredth and use 3.14 for pi. So in this case, let's look at a sphere, right? I'm going to draw one. Guys, look at that. Okay, actually, that looks terrible. I thought I was going to make like a nice circle, and I'll be like, guys, I freehanded that. Okay, there we go. So let's say that this is a sphere, and the way they show spheres is like this, right? So it shows that it has some depth to it. If I were to make slices that were slicing through the sphere's center, so like this, I would get pieces that looked like circles, right? So okay, guys, I freehanded that one. That one low-key looks good. So if I'm looking at this and I know that the diameter is 8, I need to find the circumference, which is equal to pi times the diameter, and the area, which is equal to pi times r squared. So go ahead and try that. If you guys want to check your answer, the sub has an answer key. Okay, for the next section, they're asking you if you cut perpendicular, or it's asking you whether or not not, well, they're not. It's asking you what shape you're going to get depending on how you cut the shape. So for example, number 8, we're cutting a rectangular prism perpendicular to the base. So do you guys see how it's making this like, this is the base and they're cutting it this way? This is perpendicular because see, this is that's a 90-degree angle. So what kind of shape is, let me get it read out. What kind of shape is this? And if you guys said rectangle, you would be correct. Okay. For this one, it's asking you perpendicular. And again, we know it's perpendicular because here's the base and this is how we're cutting it. Right? So go ahead and tell me what that shape is. Again, another perpendicular one. Remember, this is the base and we're cutting this way. Go ahead and tell me what shape you think that is. Okay, we're cutting, and so now you see parallel to the base we're cutting. So this is our base. And if I cut the same shape up here, are they ever going to meet? No. So go ahead and tell me what shape that is. Same thing here. It's parallel to the base. And this one you can kind of see it a little bit better. We're like, this is our base. And then behind it, we have another slice that mimics the base, right? Go ahead and tell me what shape that is. Then finally, we have this one. Go ahead and try this one out. Okay. Once you're done with this page, don't worry about this last question. Okay. Once we're done with this page, you guys are going to go through and try your best on this one. So, if you slice parallel to the base of this cube, what are you going to get? Think about it, because cubes are like special cases. And then this one as well. If we slice not through the vertex, vertex means this part right here. If we slice perpendicular, but we don't slice through there, what kind of shape are we going to get? And then for problems 3 to 5, whether the slice must be a parallel or perpendicular to the base for the given cross section. So for number 3, if you guys are having trouble with this one, what I want you guys to do is either Google it on your Chromebook or try and draw a picture. So like for this one, a slice of a pentagonal pyramid. So what that means is we have a, let me get this right, a pentagon, and then it goes up and it's a pyramid as well, right? If we wanted to get a pentagon shape, would we have to cut it parallel or perpendicular? Same thing here, a triangular prism. What does a triangular prism look like, guys? We know, we're masters at this, right? So if I wanted to get a triangle, how would I have to cut this? Yeah, guys, I'm flexing on you right now with my triangular prism. If I wanted a triangle, would I cut it perpendicular or parallel to the base? And then I'll let you try the next one by yourself. Okay, so for 6, a sphere has a radius of 12 inches. You guys got this. Think about how spheres work, right? Think about how I draw a sphere. Hopefully this comes out looking like one, right? This is how people draw spheres, I know. But low-key, it does look 3D. So if I were to cut it through the center and I was to look at both halves, what shape would I get? Okay, go ahead and try these out. If you guys need help, the sub has the answer key, and you can also ask your friends for help.